Alright boys, September 21st, 6:42. I laid off the squirrels this evening. I couldn't kill but one anyway to fill a bag limit. I've shot 2 of these barrels, the latest barrel that I've received. Now I've got one more coming, Lilja Barrel 17x2. So far, out of all the barrels that I've gotten, I think I have a total of 5 or 6 HM2 barrels. The Vmax outperforms it versus that Mach 2, okay? That's no bullshit. Now, I haven't shot the latest barrel that I have in my possession with Vmax. It's never had a round shot down it by me, okay? And I bought the barrel new. The barrel before last, I shot it with some of the CCI VNT just a while ago. And what I did is I fired 2 rounds of this lot number right here. And I'm going to talk about this a little bit here. It's prefix C. I fired 2 shots to foul the barrel, you know. Since I'm coming off a different ammo, I should have fired more. I don't know. 100 yards, 14x with an ARC and EPL4 scope, aiming at the top edge of that dot. A light wind probably breaking slightly to my right. Very light wind, okay? And I know one of those high shots, you see higher shots, was one of the first shots I shot at that target. I shot 2 shots over here to foul the barrel, and then I shot every shot there with this Vmax prefix C. Alright, you can count those shots there. That's 7 shots. That's a 1.5 inch dot. And that group right there, center to center, is right at, according to this tape measure, right at 1 inch. Alright, tops 1 inch. But now, like I said, these 2 shots right here may have been the first 2 shots I fired after coming off that other ammo and shooting 2 shots over here at this target just to foul it. Okay, now, that's this prefix C. Here's a batch right here, prefix M. The same barrel busts about every other case when fired. Every bit of 1 out of 3, it may be busting every other case. When I shot this, I shot 11 rounds and not a single case busted. Prefix C. Alright. Now I used that barrel that shot that target right there last year, squirrel hunting leaves off, and made some pretty damn good shots. Alright, that's 14x on the ARC, and the conditions were good enough for me to evaluate. And I may put the trigger cam on it and do a little squirrel hunt with it, let people see this reticle and this ARC and see the illumination in the squirrel woods. I went and shot it over here at 50 yards. And she's drilling, boys. It looks real good with that Vmax. Okay, but now that's the barrel before last. Now I've got another barrel coming, and I'll shoot some VNT in it to see what it does. But for leaves off, the VNT still don't look like a good prospect for me, unless this last barrel I get shows me something. Alright. Now that had the varmint, that barrel had that varmint stock. Boy, I tell you what, I love the feel of that stock. I picked it back up again today, and I'm back in love with it. I don't know what it is about that thing, boys. It just feels good in the back to me, okay? So you buy whatever ammunition you want. I'm not promising anything, but all the Lilja barrels I have so far, VNT for longer range shooting, it's not as good as the Vmax. It's substantially worse, in my opinion, okay? It's just my opinion. I've looked at it. I shot some of it over here. All right, I didn't see nothing like I seen here. All right. So we may take that other rifle hunting in the morning with the arcing on it. See if I can see a squirrel at that reticle. I've hunted squirrels' leaves on with it with our rifle. I hunted some last year with it, but more leaves off. I think a lot of my hunting last year was actually done with an arc scope versus that Element Nexus. Have a good evening.